One of those gyms that has literally put itself on the map as we take a look at the accelerated chemical efficiencies stat tracker here, and tail of the tape. 0-0 for
we're giving up a bunch of height.
Locascio.
Yes, sir.
6 foot, 170 pounds.
And Roshan is 5'8", and that might have been generous because when they were weighing in yesterday, it's significant.
I saw that, yeah.
It's a significant height advantage. But Roshan trains with Don Westman over at Colorado Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm going to go ahead and say he's game for the matchup.
You know, Corey, one of the things that we always like to talk about, the fact is that there's a certain frame of body style now that is a champion frame. We look at the Anderson Silvas, the long and lean types of fighters like Eric Locascio, and he's getting ready to take on a shorter fighter.
And fighting out of the blue corner, his opponent with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. From Denver, Colorado, representing Colorado Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Stapleton, Inayat Roshan.
And here comes Roshan to the cage. Like I said, he trains with Don Westman, so we know he's getting in grinder rounds all the time. Don Westman's been around the MMA scene in Colorado for, I mean, forever. Years. Yeah. And Roshan, actually, because we had to reschedule the date, both of these guys were scheduled to fight different opponents. Both of their opponents dropped off with about a month to go.
Both 170?
Both 170, both of them dropped off. I called both camps and said, hey, here's the deal. We're either gonna lose 2 fights or we're gonna lose 1 fight and put it back together. They didn't even say, we'll call you back. Both camps just said, yeah, we're good. We're just keep it going.
Okay, how long ago was it?
4 weeks out.
4 weeks, okay.
Yeah.
That's
so
enough time.
Plenty of time to change and game plan. And obviously we've got a 2-1 with Roshan, so he's got significantly more cage time. You know, against Locascio making his debut. But in my opinion, when you train at Factory X, you're not really making your debut.
And that kind of speaks to what we were talking about before. It really, your record doesn't matter. It's really who you're training with. Because who you're training with dictates the way you fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could take a basketball player who plays in the NCAA, throw him in an NIT tournament, and he's gonna look like a superstar.
Absolutely
But he might look average at the NCAA level. It's the same thing with fighting. But to answer your question, Ron, the length and being long in MMA just goes back to that using the jab and controlling the distance.
Absolutely right.
It's so important.
And Corey's a testament to that.
That's why I say, because for you've got to feel that advantage, and now you're getting ready to go down to bantamweight, so you're going to feel it even more. You're going to have such an advantage over those guys.
You have to be one of, if not the tallest bantamweight in the UFC.
But one
maybe.
But you know,
I'm a tall bantamweight.
Well, and,
right.
And that's the difference. One that knows how to use that range, knows how to find that distance, and really knows how to measure it so that you're just out of range. It's everything in the fight.
It definitely is a huge advantage, but that being said, you practice anything enough, and I'm a believer in you can make any style work and any body type work, so.
Very true.
So we'll see.
And we're about to see it right now.
Eric looks relaxed.
Yeah.
Roshan looks excited.
It's, you know, it's very impressive to have a debut fighter come in. You know, usually you see them, their eyes look like saucers.
With some last-minute
they don't know what to do in the corner.
All right, gentlemen, you've had your final commands. Any questions? Any questions? Fight strong, protect yourself at all times, fight fair. Any questions? All right, guys, touch them up.
No questions.
Referee Oscar Martinez gets him ready. Uncle Nasty exiting the cage. And we are about to party.
Here we go. Roshan comes out with a very karate-style stance.
And a UFC tattoo on his arm. Look at this.
Whoa, he's ready to swing.
Look at this.
Locascio wants to tie up with him and use the clinch, and Roshan just wants to brawl. He wants to get inside and start swinging.
He doesn't?
Oh, Roshan's got him hurt.
He's definitely wobbled, and Roshan is just throwing everything with power.
Oh! He's landing hard shots right now. Look at the combinations, everything landing.
That is probably a 40-punch combination.
He needs to grab him.
Oh, and a huge right hand.
If you're Locascio, you need to grab a hold of him in a clinch and get yourself a break.
Look at the chin on Locascio. Are you kidding me? Oh,
Yep.
Oh, we're in trouble here. We are in trouble here.
Oh, and look at this.
He jumps guillotine.
Roshan.
It looks tight.
It is tight.
It's one hand right now, one arm right now. Now he's got the other arm dug in. If he gets a hip to the outside, this is going to be over.
And look at the toughness
Fighting the hands. He
Locascio.
popped his head out of that guillotine. He was almost out cold.
This kid
and scrambles
is a
out.
gamer.
He's in the best spot he can be in right now. You want to be in that top side, getting yourself a rest, throwing punches downhill.
Yeah, both guys taking a little
Roshan
here.
intelligently bringing the posture down, holding him down, getting himself a little break at the same time.
Holy cow.
Because that many punches is going to make anybody tired. Look at that, Locascio getting up in his guard and raining some punches down.
Using that length. Back fist lands effectively.
Working side control, here we go. He's moved into side control, and he's got him in the dead spot of the cage. That's a terrible spot for Roshan.
Yeah.
There we go, he works his way over
really
to
bad
mount.
spot.
This is a terrible, oh, we gotta be careful with throwing those elbows.
Yeah, mount head against the cage, not a good spot. Looks like he
for
might
that
drop.
armbar.
Softening him up.
Yeah, he's looking to set it up and looking to swivel.
If he pops
here,
sideways,
and there
we've
it
got,
is.
oh, Roshan so smooth, times it.
Oh, big right hand for Roshan again.
Eric bleeding good. He needs to tie up.
He is a gamer. Intelligently ties up, gets himself
Nice
there.
knee tap.
Let's pull himself to the ground. Obviously, Locascio feels more comfortable on the ground. And that's a great
Here's
place for
Roshan
him.
looking to lock up
Roshan
that
got that guillotine again. Trying to push it to the outside.
Look at
Man,
this.
Locascio pops his head out again.
This
Working
is a
on
fight.
He's looking for that key grip. We're going to look for a Kimura. If he can slide his hand under or a straight arm lock, gives up on that. I don't know what he's grabbing that cradle for. There's the Kimura grip that we were looking at.
We run out of time. What a first round of action. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow.
And you can see here as we take a look at the Melvin Brewing replay, Locascio is hurt, but he is keeping himself in this fight. Make no mistake about it.
Roshan threw every punch with bad intentions.
And landed.
And I think we come through with a knee straight up the middle when he gets him against the cage right here.
And you see Locascio reaching, and that's such a dangerous place to be.
Roshan doing a good job not getting too close.
Right. Yep, there's that. I knew that knee was coming up the middle, and I saw that start to hurt him. Oscar Martinez, as the round ends, walks Locascio back to his corner, says, hey, are you okay? And Locascio looks at him and goes, I'm fine.
It's a silly question.
Just another day at the office. Maybe you should go ask Roshan.
Eric looking like he has a couple cuts.
Yeah, he's split open a little bit, but he's just fine. He's going to tell the doctor we're good to go. No problems.
Look at him.
there he goes. There he goes. Are you doing okay? Yep, fine.
And let me tell you this. Kudos to Oscar Martinez for not stopping that fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, when Locascio was hurt over here on the side, it was close. He almost slid in and gave him the stop.
Eric, a little bit of a Muay Thai style, marching him down, hands long.
And that's where he's got to be. He's got to use that length.
I want to see him be smart with those kicks.
Oh! Hard right hand again.
Fits him on his butt. But Locascio scrambles to side control.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Jeez, man.
That punch wobbled him straight to his butt. He pivots straight up in the air and somehow grabs side control. Now he's looking to slide a knee across. He wants to get, well, now we got Roshan internal. We got him internal. He moved himself right around. Locaccio's looking to get that far side hook in from here. And if he gets that hook in, we're going to see some trouble because those are long legs.
Very much so. And he can really put a big problem on Roshan right now if he starts to use that leverage and that length.
And he's being smart about it. Hammer fist to the ears. That's a great place to be. Start working those hooks in. Now if he can start to straighten him out. He's got both hooks in. Now we need to see hips pushed down to the floor and flatten Roshan out.
Yep.
And Roshan's trying to turtle the best he can and cover up. That's not good. Roshan collapsing to his hip is not a good place to be when you got both hooks in on you. Now we got Locascio looking to get that choke. He's working both sides, looking to weave one hand under the other and get under that chin. Intelligently, Roshan is scooching down away from him, getting his hips on the mat and scooching down away so he can do that. Turn his hips over, and he's gonna hopefully end up in top mount for him. But Locascio intelligently rolls right back over, gets those hooks in. He's riding a little bit high. That's probably due to the height advantage.
Yeah, he needs to flatten him out. He needs to go double underhooks and flatten this guy out, or else he's gonna pop him over the top.
Some hammer fist to the ears will help get you there.
And how about Eric Locascio right now listening to his corner? So important to do in a moment like this.
We just saw Busy lean over and tell him, flatten him out, move to the side. Locascio looks over, listens, and goes right back to work.
I love that. I love seeing that out of a fighter. It tells me that you've got your wits about you. You're still in this fight.
There's those hammer fists to try to get that choke in under the chin. He's working it back and forth. But Roshan is smart. 2-on-1 defense. Get a hold of one arm. Make sure you're not getting yourself in too much trouble. Locascio definitely moves right to mount and starts to rain down some punches.
Bad spot for Roshan right now.
Sir. He heard his coaches say 30 seconds. He moved to mount, and now he's going to empty the gas tank and hope to get that rest in the middle. Roshan grabs a headlock, trying to turn him over. A headlock is normally not very good defense because it's just pulling a guy on top of you. But when a guy's in mount, raining down punches, anything to get him to stop.
Jeez. What a second round. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Locascio is tired. He is tired.
What do you guys think? 1-1?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
1-1. Yep.
Oscar
Take
Martinez
a look at the Melvin Brewing instant replay here. Beautiful leg kick lands for Roshan. That hard right hand lands.
That shot landed him right on the butt. He jumps up and grabs double leg, winds it right back to the mat.
I am so impressed with these guys.
How does he have the awareness to grab a hold of double leg and twirl himself down
and drop level?
Right, and stay inside control.
Almost like it was choreographed.
Unbelievable. And then takes top mount here and just starts to fire away.
Raining punches. The flexibility of Roshan is very impressive too, being able to reach up from bottom mount and try to grab a hold of those legs to control that.
All right, third round.
I have no idea what to expect from the third round.
Yeah.
Welcome to MMA.
Yeah, I truly have absolutely no clue. Martinez asking both fighters if they're okay. They're giving the nod like,
yeah, baby.
Can we get this thing started?
Roshan looks ready to go again.
There's a sign of respect.
Beautiful.
Both fighters know they've been in one.
Yeah. Oh, and Roshan looking to come up inside with that uppercut.
And you know Mark Montoya in the corner of Locascio said, hey, he's going to come out striking. I want you to change levels and grab a hold, and let's drag this thing to the ground.
Yep, that's good cornering by Mark.
Yeah, that's smart. Now Locascio is going to try to get that second hook in and keep him stacked up right there. He's in a great spot. He's got lots of time. All he's got to do is be patient and wait for the opening.
Yep.
And that's, Corey, that's a hard thing to do for young fighters, is have patience. It's one of those things where you feel like you have to do something, but really that waiting game and that waiting for that opening is really where it's at.
Yep, it is. And you saw it earlier when Roshan went for that armbar, or whoever went for the armbar.
Locascio went for the armbar, and Roshan timed it and slipped right out the back.
Patience is one of the hardest things.
It really is.
I'd like to see Locascio get his hips hovered back over the top and work that second hook in a little bit deeper and stretch him out. You don't want to end up on your hip on the side.
Right.
Yeah. He's got good control of the other hand, it looks like, so I don't think he'll get flipped off.
And I got to tell you, this is a really good spot for Locascio to be in.
Now he's in that trick mount, and he's riding high, and he's got that top side arm.
He's pinning down that arm.
So there's an armbar possibility there. If he starts throwing punches, he gets Roshan to reach up. He can easily turn to an armbar, but right now he's exactly where he wants to be. He's got his hips settled back. He needs to untrap that hand so he can start throwing punches straight downhill. He's working for that key lock again, a little Americana on the top, which is great. I mean, let's go for the submission when it's there. but he's got open shots that he needs to be throwing.
A lot of times it's from fighters practicing that, and they want to execute that in the fight.
Sir.
There it is.
And then Roshan slips out, ends up right back on top. We got a triangle. We've got a deep triangle.
Locascio's got this locked up pretty tight.
Yes, sir. He's got that all the way to the ankle.
He's got down on the head.
That's in. He's out.
This is
and look at the
trouble.
gameness of Roshan.
Roshan is one tough guy. The only problem with long leaves leaves big spaces.
Yep, big spaces.
I'd like to see Roshan stack him if he wants out of this.
Yep.
Staying long-bodied like that leaves that triangle real deep.
And that's
so smart of Locascio reaching under that knee and pull it around.
And it's over.
That's it. That's it. Locascio gets the triangle.
Jeez,
what a gamer that kid is. He was in deep trouble early in this fight.
If I watched the first 30 seconds of this fight and you asked me who won, there's no way on God's green earth I would tell you that Eric Locascio just won that fight.
Wow, what a performance.
Here comes.
Nice work, both guys.
The triangle is deep. He's pulling down on the head, which is so smart. But as soon as Roshan jumps up to his knees, he makes this great adjustment and sticks that right arm underneath the leg and collapses Roshan, so there's no chance for an escape. Right here, you can see him reach underneath.
Tightens up the angle.
Changes your angle.
Closes the holes.
He's perfect. He's perpendicular, which is the deepest triangle you can get into right there.
I will tell you this. Once again, no losers in this fight.
No.
I will watch both of these guys fight anytime they ever fight again. It's that simple.
I'm going to go ahead and say Eric Locascio doesn't think this is a bucket list
Let's
anymore.
get the fighters to the center of the cage.
Eric looks worn out, man.
I bet
he earned it.
I bet he's got an addiction now.
Yeah.
What a fight! How about some noise for these two fighters?
I'm
2
so
minutes
impressed.
and 33 seconds of round number 3. Your winner by submission, triangle choke, Eric Locascio. Winning his MMA debut.
Taking absolute